Hey, it's James Rees from Cricket Matters, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about Harry Brook's backlift and the hidden dangers of trying to copy him. So I'm going to start by saying that Harry Brook is an incredible cricketer, but he's found a way to play at the highest level, similar to Steve Smith, right? They found a unique way of playing, and his unique way is his backlift. He starts with his hands back here, ready to go. And as a result, lots of kids are trying to copy him. However, they're missing one key detail. I'm going to show you now by showing a clip from Mike Atherton interviewing Harry Brook, and he discusses and compares his technique to Joe Root.
I think the more movement I'd have in my hands, the more things could probably go wrong with my technique. So I don't really move my hands, as you can see there, and then it's a little pick up before I hit the ball, and then, yeah, that's it, really.
Whereas Joe, when we look at Joe on the other side of the screen here, he's actually got that movement in his hands and that rhythm and flow.
He's such a good player with rhythm as well. Like, I'm not as much of a rhythm person as him. I like to try and stay as still as possible. I trigger early as well compared to Rooty, so I'm proper still when the ball's getting delivered, whereas he's like I said, more of a rhythm player.
So I hope you noticed that when Harry Brook bats, right, after he triggers, his hands are still back here. He's got his hands locked and loaded, he's unweighted the bat, but he keeps his hands back here. But did you see the small detail that he did when he compared himself to Joe Root? At the point of delivery, his hands are still going back, okay? Not as much as Joe Root, but the point is the hands are going back. The hands are one of the most important things when you're batting, because if you don't have your hands move back, you're not going to have power, you're not going to generate power, you're not going to have good timing, but it's going to get you into trouble by playing out in front of your body. The problem is, though, most people start off in this position thinking they're copying Harry Brook, but what happens is they drop their hands, and that's a big problem. So the small detail that everyone misses is this, is when Harry Brook is batting, his hands go back before they come forward. And the key point to this is it creates separation. Because when you're batting, you never want your foot and hands to come to the ball at the same time, because it just encourages you playing the ball out in front of you. It also gives you poor timing and leaves you susceptible to open up, square off and nick off, or get out whichever fashion you want to do. So the difference is, if you want to play like Harry Brook, you've got to keep your hands back here on that back hip. But at the point of delivery, your hands have to go back first before you play the shot. So it gives that idea of separation. It's a very, very hard thing to do, right? You may look like you're unweighting the bat, but the key to unweighting the bat is with your hands going back, not cocking your wrists, and getting your bat and foot to land at the same time. So the key takeaways are this: if you want to bat like Harry Brook and start with a high backlift on your back hip, you've got to take your hands back before they come forward to allow for this separation with the hands, because the hands are the most important thing in batting, in my personal opinion. Now, the best way to check to see if you're doing this is to get a video camera set up sideways on when a ball comes in, and check to see if your hands actually drop like they do with most people and don't even go back in the first place. So that encourages this kind of like prodding at the ball and playing out in front of you. That is the difference between Harry Brook having this starting position on the back hip with his hands going back and most people I'm seeing in club cricket. Now, I hope you enjoyed that video. Drop a comment down below if you are trying to learn to bat like Harry Brook, or if you want to see more analysis like this. It'd be great to hear from you. So, this is James from Cricket Matters, and our goal is to make you a better cricketer.